Good morning. It's Friday morning, September 9th, 2022, and it's time for your morning walk with me, Sophfronia. So, yesterday we received the sad news that Queen Elizabeth II had passed away. And I started watching the news reports, and something caught my ear. One of the reporters spoke of breaking the news to someone, and that the woman automatically said, "Oh, she didn't make it to 101 like her mother." And the reporter was commenting on how this woman had that information right there, top of mind. She knew that the Queen Mother had died at the age of 101. And, that's not a everyday fact that most people would know. Like, some people probably knew that she lived to be 100 or over 100, but to know the exact number and to know it that quickly. The reporter was making the point that people feel so connected to the royal family that information about them, specific numbers, are just right there because they live that family's experience. And that got me to thinking about what do each of us have within us, the information that we have within us that we can call to mind right away. And as writers, this is the material that we tend to work from. I'm also thinking about this because it came up in a class this week at Alma College. I visited a creative nonfiction writing class, and they had read my essay, "The Legs on Which I Move." And in that essay, I reference the New York Times, music by the rock band Queen, a play that I read by Susan Laurie Parks. I reference a statue by Rodin. I mention that the poet Rilke wrote about that statue. I talk about the sports show host Colin Cowherd. I talk about NFL football quarterbacks. I talk about Barbie dolls. And the students were kind of surprised by the sheer number of cultural references in the essay. And I said to them, well, you have the same number, if not more, references within you. You just don't recognize it as such. And you're not in that space yet of making the connections of the things that you see and hear around you. And it's not just cultural references. I think everything we bring to the page, everything that we experience. Walking outside. I'm going to Italy next week for the Write of Your Life Writers Retreat. And I remember the first time I was in Italy, I was stunned by how certain aspects of the landscape reminded me of my childhood home in Ohio, right? So I already have that landscape within me. I already have the Ohio landscape within me. But as a writer, I'm making that connection. That landscape spoke to me in Italy for a reason, and it's up to me to think about that and make the connection that it's something from within me in my childhood. So I invite you to try to pay attention and think about what is within you so that you can make these connections and really mine the resource that is your life to really make your work deep and authentic in a way that only you can do. And if you feel like that reservoir is kind of the bear. You know, this is where reflection comes in. This is where journaling helps to put those pieces together. You can also intentionally put other things into your creative reservoir by taking trips near and far, going to a museum, listening to different types of music, going to shows. I'm going to 2 different plays within these next 6 weeks, in fact. Live your life and just pay attention. Just pay attention. I'm going to keep walking. Like I said, I'm leaving for Italy next week, so I will talk to you from there. So I'll see you again very soon. Bye.